Imagine this. You're walking down the street, and suddenly, your steps feel impossibly light. A second later, your shoes lift off the pavement, you reach for a streetlight, but your fingers slip. You aren't falling, you're floating. The world around you is losing its mind. Cars are rising into the sky like balloons, and rivers are flying upward in giant droplets. This isn't a dream. Gravity has simply vanished. Humanity has exactly 60 seconds before Earth becomes a dead wasteland. You're watching What If Chronicles, and this is the timeline of our final breath. Most of us never think about gravity. To us, it's just a fact. Apples fall down, the moon orbits the Earth. We think of it as a pull, but according to Einstein, it's the warping of spacetime itself. It's the invisible chain holding everything in place, from your morning coffee to the oceans in their beds. But what if that chain snaps? What if a fundamental constant of the universe just flips off? We like to think it would be a fun zero-G adventure like astronauts on the ISS, but the reality is a nightmare beyond comprehension. In the first few seconds, everyone outdoors begins to drift upward at a terrifying speed. Indoors, people are slammed against their ceilings, furniture, electronics, and pets are suddenly weightless, drifting aimlessly. On the roads, it's literal hell. Cars traveling at 60 miles per hour transform into flying projectiles. Brakes are useless, steering is impossible. Your coffee flies out of its mug, hanging in the air like liquid glass spheres. Imagine, everything not bolted to the floor is now a lethal weapon floating toward your head. The real horror isn't the people, it's the water. Earth's oceans, seas, and rivers are no longer held down. Billions of tons of water begin to surge upward in giant, surreal bubbles. If you're caught inside one, you could drown in midair, hundreds of feet above the ground. Tidal waves the size of skyscrapers, once restrained by gravity, now collapse upward. Water floods the streets, but then gets sucked into the sky, dragging ships and entire buildings with it into the clouds. 30 seconds have passed, but the biggest killer is the one you can't see: the atmosphere. The very air we breathe stays on Earth only because of gravity. Without it, atmospheric pressure drops instantly. It's like being on the summit of Everest without a mask, but 1,000 times worse. Your lungs can't take in oxygen. The blood in your veins begins to boil as the pressure vanishes. Nitrogen in your body turns into bubbles, causing agonizing pain. People begin to lose consciousness, but even if you had an oxygen tank, the Earth itself would start expanding. The internal pressure of the planet, no longer held by gravity, triggers global earthquakes and volcanic eruptions that fire lava into space. 59:60. The minute is up. Gravity returns. And this is the most terrifying moment of all. Everything that soared hundreds of feet into the air, cars, people, water, debris, now hurtles toward the ground at terminal velocity. It isn't just a tool, it's a global bombardment. Those who survived the lack of air are now killed by the impact. Cities are reduced to rubble in seconds. The oceans crash back down, creating mega tsunamis that wipe out what's left of civilization. The world as we knew it is gone. After this minute, Earth will never be the same. With the atmosphere mostly lost to space, the planet is silent and cold. Most of humanity is gone. Only those in pressurized bunkers or deep-sea submarines remain. Gravity isn't just a pull. It's the invisible hand that keeps us alive. After watching this, you'll never look at a falling apple the same way again. Subscribe to What If Chronicles to survive the next simulation.